Welcome to Dungeon Master Therapy. How can I help you today? Have you ever spent all night making a really cool monster thinking it was going to be a badass encounter, but then your party just ruins it in, I don't know, 3 rounds? Yeah, that's actually a pretty common problem. What happened? Well, my players were in a hidden sewer system and trying to make their way to the top of the city, but blocking off the city gates was this massive slug monster that was hiding in the water. A massive slug monster? Oh yeah, it's actually really cool. The only thing the party could see when they approached it were 2 giant eye stalks that came out of the water, but as they got closer, 2 massive arms reached out of the sewer water, revealing the slug body. It was 20 feet long and like 10 feet thick and roared out with a vicious roar and had 2 massive like jelly arms. So it was a giant slug with arms? Yeah, but it's actually really terrifying. When the slug lifted itself out of the water, it walked forward with only its arms, hoisting the body in the air. And every time it took a step with its arms on the ground, it spawned little mini demon slugs. So an oversized buff slug that left trails of goo from its hands that spawned other smaller slugs? Yeah, that's right. And when the smaller slugs attacked, they actually tried to jump onto somebody and explode and deal poison damage. Yeah, this monster sounds actually pretty cool and kind of badass, but kind of scary. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Elden Ring lately. Oh, yeah, that makes sense then. Yeah, but too bad the party ruined it for me. Oh, yeah, that's right. How exactly did that happen again? So through the sewer systems, the party actually encountered a group of people that lived in the sewers that are kind of homeless, but they have their own little society down here, and they made pretty good friends with them. Okay, go on. After the party became like their friends, they ended up taking a long rest at one of their encampments, and they had food and everything with them. I'm trying to see how this leads to them destroying your monster in like 3 rounds. Well, the party was actually kind enough to make food for the sewer civilians because they weren't eating that well, and they had a good gesture. But one of the materials that the players needed was salt, and it just so happened to be that some of the sewer civilians had some salt on them. Why did the people in the sewers have salt? I don't know, the party was being nice, so I figured, yeah, why not? They have salt that you can use to cook with. Haven't you learned by now that all of your party's moves and tactics are very calculated? Yeah, I keep trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. Right. Anyways, continue. Well, the druid is the one that actually made dinner for the sewer civilians, and she decided to keep the salt for herself because they may or may not have got rumor that there was a giant slug monster running around the sewers. What did she do with the salt? When they encountered the sewer monster, she used Create or Destroy Water, and then she enriched the water with the salt that she had to make it salt water, and put all 20 gallons right above the slug's head. And you allowed that? I mean, she actually made a really good point, because to cast Destroy Water, you need a few grains of sand as a material component, so it kind of made sense that you would have a few grams of salt for Create Water as a material component. Yeah, that's actually a fair point. Yeah, so salt water from the heavens crashed down on my Soulsborne slug creature, killing it in like 3 turns. Well, I will have to say one thing, I am proud of you. Wait, you are? For what? Well, you as a DM allowed your player to come up with a convincing reason for one of her ideas to work, and it actually made some sense. Therefore, they did some pretty unique problem solving with the materials at hand, and I'm proud of you for allowing those scenarios to happen because it makes the players feel like their choices matter. Well, you know what? I really appreciate that. Did I tell you about the arcane hamster ball that the party mouse rolls around in, dealing fire damage to the enemies? The what?